A carbon footprint is the total set of greenhouse gas emissions caused directly and indirectly by an individual, organization, event, or product. A carbon footprint is measured by undertaking a greenhouse gas emissions assessment. Once the size of a carbon footprint is known, a strategy can be devised to reduce it, and corn can help reduce our country's carbon footprint. However, some people have misconceptions about corn's impact on the environment and global warming, like EPA Director Margaret Ogier.
Obviously, we know is that it takes about 64 acres for a gallon of soy biodiesel, and it takes about it's actually the opposite. It takes about 64 acres for corn ethanol, and over 400 acres for.
So let's get this straight. The EPA's Director of the Office of Transportation and Air Quality is going before Congress claiming that 64 acres of corn will make one of these, a gallon of ethanol, when in fact 64 acres of corn will make 10 of these. That's over 25,000 gallons of ethanol. But how can ethanol reduce our carbon footprint? Ethanol is a fuel additive that helps gasoline burn completely and at lower temperatures. Since more of the carbon in the fuel is burned up, less is released in tailpipe emissions. A study conducted by MIT concluded that corn-based ethanol indeed did consume more energy than traveling the same distance using gasoline. However, further analysis showed that several factors can easily change the outcome, rendering corn-based ethanol a greener fuel. One such factor is the much-debated co-product credit. When corn is converted into ethanol, the material that remains is a high-protein animal feed. One assumption is that the availability of that feed will enable traditional feed manufacturers to produce less, saving energy. Ethanol producers should therefore get to subtract those energy savings from their energy consumption. When co-product credits were added to the calculations, ethanol's life cycle energy use became lower than gasoline's. Tiffany Grood, the MIT grad student who conducted the survey, said that she, quote, views corn-based ethanol as a stepping stone, and people can buy flexible fuel vehicles right now and get used to the idea that ethanol or E85 works in their car. If ethanol is produced from a more environmentally friendly source in the future, we'll be ready for it. Another way corn reduces fossil fuel usage is corn plastic. Polylactic acid, or PLA, a plastic substitute made from fermented plant starch, usually corn, is quickly becoming a popular alternative to traditional petroleum-based plastics. PLA is poised to play a big role as a biodegradable replacement for many types of petroleum-based plastics. Proponents tout the use of PLA, which is technically carbon neutral in that it comes from a renewable carbon-absorbing plant, as another way to reduce emissions of greenhouse gases in a warming world. PLA does not also emit toxic fumes when incinerated. Corn plastic does not leach toxic chemicals into the environment, and it can be composted in 40 days in a special facility. So as you can see, corn can greatly aid in reducing our carbon footprint. While corn may not be the ultimate solution to every environmental problem, it's a step in the right direction.